see there's a lot of kids here at the Long Beach Expo. We had a chance to interview another, not a kid, but a young man, 20 years old. He'd just flown out from Boston from his college to find some cool Indian scent varieties.
I actually flew in here from Boston, from my college, just to come look for Indian head scent varieties and connect with some different people here at the show that I've been met online, but I wanted to see in person, make some relationships with, so yeah.
Have you been to the Long Beach Expo before?
Nope, first time.
What do you think?
It's very different than the fun show. I went to the fun show back in January, and I thought, wow, this is like the epicenter of coins, and it's so big, but it was also very stressful too. Remember my first day, I was walking around, and I was so lost, like trying to find my way. So I'm like, all right, the day two, let's try and like do this in order, go through systematically, and I found that to be a lot better. So now here I found it, I like the vibe and atmosphere, there's music playing, it's more relaxed, I feel, and very comfortable, and I've enjoyed it a lot, found some cool stuff. So.
And how did you get involved in coin collection?
So it all started from YouTube actually. So I was watching a YouTube video about pocket change find worth over $200. And I clicked on it and I started going to banks and I started looking through penny rolls and I'm like, wow, there's some really neat stuff I could find. I was finding 1995 double dies and wheat pennies. I even found one Indian head cent. And with that Indian head cent, it kind of spurred my interest into that. So that's when I started collecting Indian head cent varieties because I was always looking for the varieties in Lincolns. I'm like, why can't I look for varieties in Indian head cents?
And you're in college now. How old are you and what are you studying?
I'm 18 years old. I'm studying business and entrepreneurship at Babson College.
And what do you hope to do in life?
I want to be a serial entrepreneur, but there's a lot of things, you know, a lot of coins is definitely what I'm trying to do right now. So, yeah.
Tell me about this cool coin you've got.
So I have an 1868. It's in PCGS VG8, and it's the Snow 13 die gouge and repunched 8. So the die gouge on the reverse runs right through the shield. It's super obvious. And it also goes through the wreath and into the 1 in cents. So it's a really big die gouge. We don't know how it was caused, but it's also neat because it has a repunched 8 on the obverse in the 6 and 8. That's sort of the identifier. And currently the highest known one in the PCGS registry set is a fine 12. And I was the one that discovered it. So it's a super exciting coin. It's in Rick Snow's book if you want to learn more about it. And yeah, very hard to find. So if everyone keep an eye on this coin. It has the big die gouge on the reverse, can't miss it.
What's it worth?
So I sold the fine 12 for $800. This coin's worth somewhere between, Rick Snow says it's worth $500, so we'll just go with that. But yeah, there's really no price guide value on it. It's only 3 or 4 known, so it's tough to say, you know? It's kind of whatever they'll pay for it.
And how much is a regular 1868 worth?
This in VG8, a few, $20 maybe, yeah. So it's very fun. Varieties can be like that sometimes. They can have big premiums and super fun when you find one.